Hello students, welcome to your chemistry classmate. In today's session we shall learn about some important expected models from electrochemistry, especially based on Faraday's laws. Okay, based on Faraday's laws. Faraday's laws. So two types of Faraday's laws. First Faraday's first law and Faraday's second law. So just we shall remind the basic definition of the Faraday's first law. The mass of the substance deposited or liberated at any electrode is directly proportional to the quantity of electricity or charge passed through it. So as per that, what is the formula we'll get here? Mass of the substance deposited at the cathode is equal to E into I into T by 96,500 coulombs. So this is the basic formula. So as per the definition, this is the formula. So E by 96,500 we can write as M equal to Z also. So Z into IT. So Z IT. Is it okay? So here Z nothing but electrochemical equivalent. E nothing but equivalent weight of the corresponding substance. So what is the metal deposited or substance deposited? Is it okay? Now, so as per that, we shall go through the questions. Now, as per my textbook, question number 117. The electrochemical equivalent of silver is 0.001118 grams. When an electric current of 0.5 ampere is passed through an aqueous silver nitrate solution for 200 seconds, the amount of silver deposited is. See, the direct formula based question only it is. So, in this mainly the content is silver nitrate. So, what is the metal here? Silver. Weight of the silver we are supposed to identify. Direct substitution. Mass of the silver or weight of the silver, we can take like this also, weight of the silver is equal to ZIT, that formula, because directly Z value given. Okay, 0.001118, and current you must be taken amperes, time you must be considered in terms of seconds. So whether current given 0.5 amperes and current also directly given in seconds. So simplify, you'll get 0.1118 grams. Is it okay? So direct substitution, direct answer. Very simple method. Is it clear? Right. Look at the next question. How many cc of cubic centimeters, or you can take in terms of milliliters. How many cc of oxygen will be liberated by 2 ampere flowing for 3 minutes and 13 seconds through the acidulated water? So acidulated water. So in the experiment they are taken, in the electrolytic cell they are taken water. Is it okay? Then what is the reaction you are supposed to get here? H2O gives 2H plus plus half O2 plus 2 electrons. So in the electrolytic cell, if you take water, acidulated water, and if you pass the current, automatically this reaction happens. Now as per this, what is the equivalent weight of oxygen? We'll get 8. Basically, as per the equivalent weight concept, oxygen equivalent weight is 8. As per this also it is 8. How it is? 0.5 means half mole into 32 by 2, change in oxidation number. What will get here? 8. In this way also 8 only. Now first identify the weight of the oxygen. So weight of oxygen as per the Faraday's first law, you can take ZIT. Z nothing but equivalent weight by 96,500, means chemical equivalent, electrochemical equivalent. So 8 into current, how much they sent? 2 amperes. Is it okay? And how much time? 3 minutes 13 seconds. 3 minutes 13 seconds, nothing but if you convert it into seconds, you'll get 193 seconds by 96,500 coulombs. So if you simplify, you'll get here 0.032 grams. Just check it. Now, procedure completed or not? Still not completed. Still it has to be. So here volume of the oxygen equal to, volume of the oxygen is equal to, if you want to identify the volume, you must be identify number of moles. So number of moles of O2 equal to weight of the oxygen by so 0.032 by gram molecular weight 32. Then I'll get here 0.0001. Is it okay? 0.001. Now as per the gram molar volume concept, 1 mole of any substance is equal to 22,400. 1 mole of any substance equal to 22,400 milliliters. Now here how many moles we got? 0.001 mole we got. Equal to how much? How much if you simplify, you do the cross multiplication, you will get here 22.4 milliliters. That means 22.4 cc. This is the answer. Is it clear? 22.4 cc. Is it okay? Right. Look at the next question. 5 ampere. A 5 ampere is passed through a solution of zinc sulfate for 40 minutes. Find the amount of zinc deposited at the cathode. This is also direct. So zinc, by taking electrons, converting into zinc metal. Okay. This is the basic equation. Now here from what is the equivalent weight of zinc? Equivalent weight of zinc equal to its atomic weight by valency. Valence nothing but here change in oxidation number. Otherwise, you can take 32.5. Now weight of the zinc deposited at the cathode equal to ZIT. This is the formula. Z nothing but 32.5 by 96,500 into I nothing but current. How much current they passed? 5 amperes into 40 minutes. That means 40 into 60 seconds. So if you simplify, you'll get nearly 4.065. So option is B. Is it clear? So if you send 5 amperes for 40 minutes, you will get 4 grams of zinc at the cathode in that electrolytic cell. Is it clear? Right. Look at the next question. Weight of copper deposited when 2 Faraday of electricity is. Weight of copper deposited when 2 Faraday of electricity. So this is the direct question. Here you can remember one smallest formula. Number of equivalents of any metal. Here copper is given. Deposited is equal to number of Faraday passed. Okay, number of equivalents of metal deposit equal to number of Faraday passed. That is the basic formula. So here 2 Faradays they passed. That means 2. So then weight of copper equal to 2 into 31.75. That means how many equivalents? Equivalent weight of copper will get 31.75. So here 2 Faradays they passed. That means 2 equivalents. That means 2 into 31.75. We'll get 63.5 grams. Is it clear? Very simple method. Very important method. 63.5 grams. Is it okay? Now look at the next question. Calculate the weight of copper that will be deposited at the cathode in the electrolysis of 0.2 m solution of copper sulfate when a quantity of electricity equal to that required to liberate 2.24 liter of hydrogen from 0.1 m aqueous sulfuric acid is passed. See here, it seems to 2 experiments they done here. One is 0.2 m copper sulfate solution experiment. Another one is 0.1 m hydrogen with sulfuric acid. Is it okay? So in this first, in the first experiment, identify the what is the weight deposited at. Observe here at the cathode. What happens here? The first experiment, see there, that is copper sulfate. That means this is the main reaction. Copper ions by taking electrons converted into copper. That means equivalent weight of copper equal to what you get here? 63.5 by 2. That means you'll get 31.75. In another experiment, this is the reaction. 2H plus 2 electrons gives H2. Is it okay? See, plus 2 to 0. Plus 2 to 0 nothing but oxidation number decreases. This is reduction. At cathode reduction takes place. This is also reduction. Now here what you get here? Electro means equivalent weight of hydrogen equal to, will get 1. Is it okay? But if this value, if you converting into volume, why we should converting into volume? Because they are giving in terms of volume. So what will get here? 22.4 into 1 by 2. Because we can take only one hydrogen. That means what will get here? Equivalent volume will get 11.2 liters. Otherwise this is called as equivalent volume also. Now observe here. 31.75 grams liberated 11.2 liters of hydrogen. So just combine it, these two. Now as per the given question, see there, 2.24 liters, how much weight? So how much copper it is? 31.75, it gives 11.2 liters of hydrogen. Okay, so 2.24 liters of hydrogen, if it is present, then how much weight it is? If you do the cross multiplication, you will get, see, if you consider this is W, weight of copper. So weight of copper equal to 31.75 into 2.24 by 11.2. Is it okay? So if you simplify, you will get 6.35 grams. 6.35 grams. Is it clear? So irrespective of the concentration, we can consider directly the reactions, copper reaction and hydrogen reaction, just combining in terms of equivalents, then we'll get the volume. Is it clear? Right. Look at the next question. So next question is based on the, this is concept is different, that later we will discuss. In this session, we shall concentrate only the Faraday's laws. Look at the question number 123. How many grams of copper will be deposited from a solution of copper sulfate by passing 0.5 F of electric current? So here also number of previous concept, number of gram equivalents only. Number of equivalents of the metal is equal to number of farads passed. Is it okay? So number of equivalents of metal, here metal is copper, deposited is equal to number of farads passed. Okay, so here what they are saying, 0.5 farad they passed, that means 0.5 farad, this value 0.5 farad. Then number of equivalents, what is the equivalent weight of this copper here? 31.75. So these two multiply it, 31.75 into 0.5, we get 15.87, so nearly 15.87. So option C. Is it clear? So direct substitution. Now look at the next question. An electric current is passed through aqueous solution of the following compounds. Which one will decompose it? So it is very simple. Which is electrolyte, that is decomposed, which is non-electrolyte, that is not decomposed. If you observe that urea, glucose, silver nitrate, ethyl alcohol. So generally among all, which is the dissociation compound? Silver nitrate, because it is electrolyte. The remaining three are non-electrolytes. Direct question. Now look at the next question. How many coulombs of electricity are consumed when 100 milliamperes current is passed through the solution of silver nitrate for half an hour during the electrolysis experiment? This is also directly based on the Faraday's first law only. So here, as per the given data, first identify the charge in coulombs. So charge passed per second, okay, charge passed per second is equal to ampere into time, means 1 second. This is equal to how much given? 10 power minus 6. Okay, so number of electrons passed per second equal to how much? How much it is? Just divide that entire charge with the charge of an electron. What is the charge of an electron? 1.602 into 10 power minus 19. If you simplify, we will get here 6.24 into 10 power 12. Direct substitution. Is it okay? So first identify the total charge, and here number of electrons. So total value divided by charge of an electron, you will get 6.24 into 10 power 12. So then what is the option here? So option D. Is it okay? Now question number 127. So see that is a direct formula based only. On passing I amperes of electricity through the electrolyte solution of T seconds, m grams of metal deposited on cathode, the equivalent weight E of the metal is. So direct formula, equivalent weight formula. So equivalent weight, right, what is the formula here? We'll get, see there, this one, EIT. What is the formula we'll get here? See, EIT by 96,500 coulombs equal to M. E by 96,000 nothing but Z. So ZIT equal to M. See that? That is why option C. That formula only. Now look at the question number 128. On passing 3 amperes of electricity for 50 minutes, 1.8 gram of metal deposits, the equivalent mass of metal is. So just now above formula only. So what is the formula equivalent weight they asked? So E equal to so here what is 96,500 coulombs you can take as it easily. M nothing but how much given? 1.8 given. Okay, divided by I value how much given? 3 amperes given into time value how much given? 50 minutes. That means 50 into 60. So if you simplify, you'll get 19.3. Direct substitution. Is it okay? 19.3. Okay, so these are the few model questions. Almost these are all the textbook level only. So we will increase the level of questions in the next video. So keep watching. I hope you are following comfortably. Please give your valuable feedback in the comment box itself. Subscribe and refer to your friends also. So promote this channel. Definitely it is helpful to you. In the coming days I will do more and more video lectures for you people. Definitely it is helpful to you to crack the rank in 2020. So subscribe and share. Thank you. We'll meet again in the next video.